Så her hos TV Kolding, der laver vi jo meget lokale nyheder, og det handler ofte om, hvad der rører sig lokalt af, og mennesker, der er her omkring, og institutioner, der er her i byen. Men for nylig var der åbent hus nede i bygning 5, og en af de folk, vi snakkede med, Mette Balsby, som er leder af Nicolai biografen, hun fortalte os efter interviewet, at de havde den her prisvindende instruktør på besøg, som skulle prescreen en af hendes nye film ved navn Godless. Så vi tænkte, det er sgu en fed mulighed for at lave et fedt interview, og selvom det var spontant, og vi ikke ligefrem var særlig formelt påklædt, så gjorde vi det, og vi synes, det blev ret godt. Så vi bringer her et helt interview med den prisvindende instruktør, Ralitza Petrova, og den danske producer, Eva Jakobsen.
Виж какво ни докарах.
Морфинче.
Чист. Отпуснете.
И личната карта ми върни. Никакви хапчета няма да пия.
Всичко в Ели Старци играеш на сигурно. 10% от сделките и знаеш, че в съд няма стъпиш.
Виж се на какво приличаш. На мъж приличаш.
So, can you talk a little bit about why you're here today?
We're here to introduce the film called Godless, a Bulgarian film. It's a drama about a medical nurse, following the story of a medical nurse who looks after old people with dementia and robs them of their ID cards to sell on the black market of identity fraud. And it's a moral tale of sorts that asks questions about the extreme to which you can go, compromising your good conscience in order to survive, basically, to bring some bread on the table.
What inspired you to make this movie?
I think current social situation in Bulgaria and sort of many stories that compromise, I think, or kind of deal with human integrity, basically, and human dignity, put human dignity on the line. Because when you imagine an old person who might have been a teacher all their life, you know, having to sort of be a subject of fraud and suffer great hardship just so that they can put something to you know, a bread on the table, you know, it's kind of a hard reality to end your life in, you know. Yeah.
Can you talk a little bit about the work relationship and how this all came together?
Yeah, well, actually, this is a quite peculiar situation because I would say usually when we engage in co-productions, it's based on a long-term relationship of the producers or producer-director. And in this case, we came in quite late. Ralitza had been working with a Danish sound designer called Peter Albrechtsen, who is based in Copenhagen, and he was a tutor to you in this workshop that you had with Torino. It's quite famous workshop for developing your films. And basically the French financing collapsed on the film, leaving a gap financially to complete the film. And all of a sudden Peter was sort of back in the game because, you know, being Danish, he had no sort of place in the film prior to that. And he ran across me and thought that this film might be, you know, sort of in my taste, you know, my kind of film. And he was quite right about that. So I applied the Danish Film Institute with the Danish post-production team, not having met Ralitza at that point, other than being Facebook friends and having Skype with the producer. And we got it. And usually it's quite hard to get for a first-time director, but we had a cut from the film already that we could present, and that showed a lot of promise and also sort of testified to the talent of this lady. And then actually we met afterwards, and it's been a very, very sort of organic process and a great collaboration, and it's all very much by chance in a way, and also due to the judgment of Peter, because he knows both of us very well. Yeah. So this is a quite alternative way of actually clicking into a work relationship, and it was a fortunate one. Yeah.
What is it about this movie and this project that you find in your taste? What is it about that you really like since you got the job, so to speak?
Well, artistic ability, a vision, very strong vision, a story that sort of rings a chord, and a sort of a total uncompromising approach to what is to actually the subject matter, you could say, and stunning visual approach, and sort of the whole package was just on such a uniquely high level that you want to work with somebody that talented with that strong a vision, and I think it's also a demanding film. It demands a lot of the viewer, and I think this type of artistry or artistic level is important amidst all of the other, types of films that we have out there that we're being bombarded with. So, from an artistic point of view, I think it's an important film to also support. Yeah.
And how long in the process the film done? Are you currently making it? How is it? Just be clear.
Sorry.
How far along in the process?
The film has been released, but basically it's we are just before releasing the film into cinemas. This is a pre-premiere screening in the cinema, and the Danish release will happen on the 9th of March in selected art house cinemas. And prior to that, we've been doing the festival run. So it started in Locarno Film Festival, where it got 4 prizes, and one of them was the Golden Leopard, which is like the big one. And
congratulations!
Thank you. Yeah, and then it's received another 19 awards so far. So we've been touring with the film around the globe, and we still have some months going around festivals. So it's great that we get to show it to as many people as possible, because it's a hard sell. It's not a La La Land film.
No.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, thank you very much for talking to us.
Thank you.